Hi, my name's Ryan with Coastal Conversions. Today we're going to do a walkthrough of a van that a customer from California shipped to us to convert. Let's check it out. So starting with the van, on the outside, we have the flip-up countertop. All of the countertops in this are made out of real bamboo, and then sealed with a food-grade oil. On here at the sliding door, we have the bug screen. We put in a bug screen from roll-off, completely seals the outside from the inside. Once they're zipped closed, there's a magnet on the side here that you can still walk through. This also zips up, allows you to roll this up in place, and then still be able to use the exterior table. Let's take a walk inside and start showing you everything that we included in this. So in this particular van, what we did is we put bamboo countertops throughout the entire thing. This is the extension that we added onto it to give our client a little bit more counter space. Along with that, the grain throughout the length of this is all in the same direction, matches up as it goes down the line. With the sink itself, the custom cutting board that we made for it, sits inside of this, also goes along with the grain of it. We took a lot of pride in making this to match and look the best that it could. Part of the lower custom kitchen cabinets that we did, we put in a dual burner induction cooktop. Below that, we have a series of pull-out drawers, and then on the bottom, we have a flip-out drawer. We have a pull-out cabinet. Next to that, we have all of the plumbing for the gray water tank. This gray water tank is solely for the sink itself. Below that, we have a valve on the outside of the van. You can actually open that valve, connect it to a hose, and then empty that tank instead of having to pull a tank out and then go and empty it somewhere else. We have both cabinets that you can use for storing cans, food, different boxed items, stuff like that. The refrigerator itself, we took the door off, we took it apart, we remade a new face for it, and we color matched the paint on it to match all of the lower cabinets. Moving forward from that, we have the lagoon table, multi-purpose use. You can use this as an eating surface, work surface. Passenger side swivels completely around. You can actually use the extension on this counter as an eating surface, work surface. Underneath of the lagoon mount, the bench itself has built-in storage to it, so you just lift up on the top, and then you have an area for pots and pans, clothes, food, just about anything you can squeeze in there. On the front of the bench, what we did is we put 110-volt sockets, and then underneath of that are 2 USB ports. So the electrical system in this thing is top of the line when it comes to controls and what you can see and what you can do. We put in a RedArc total vehicle management system. You can see everything from your water levels in your gray tank, your freshwater tank, batteries, all the different buttons on here control different things in here. So your lights, your max fan, refrigerator, the water pump, just about anything in here. Everything on this screen you can actually see and you can do on your phone. So if you have your interior lights on, for instance, I can hit a button on here and it'll turn off my interior lights. Same thing, turning them back on. The gray water valve that we have underneath to actually empty the valve itself, you can do that from this as well. Along with that, what we did is we put in 2 zones of lighting. So you do have an override switch here as well that turns both zones completely off. So they are dimmable from 0 to 100%, along with your interior lights as well. Right next to that is the switch for the hot water heater. What we do is we put in a switch with an indicator light just as a reminder to let you know that, hey, my hot water heater's on. I don't want to let it run all the time. In here we have the shower. In the shower we have white Subway towel on all the walls, towel on the floor. On the back wall here, we have the custom enclosure for the pull-out toilet. On the back wall here, we actually have a light inside the shower. On the back wall, right next to me, is the hot air outlet for the diesel fuel-fired heater. These systems are very efficient, so when using it, if you're running it at full tilt, it'll run for about 24 hours on about roughly a gallon of fuel. So extremely efficient. Behind me here is the bed. So in the bed area, what we did is this particular client wanted flare space bump outs. It adds about 4 inches on both sides. In doing that, we could actually shrink the length of the bed and then give more area up in the front here for the living space. Above that, we have a bank of 3 cabinets, and then each one of the windows in the back are also sliding windows that can be vented. We have the Dometic air conditioning system. As far as everything on the inside, that's just about it. Let's work our way to the outside, and then we'll work around to the garage. Starting on the side of the van, what we have here is the fill ports. You've got your city fill, and you've also got your gravity fill. So depending if you're at a campground or if you're out in the wilderness and you're by a stream, you can fill your van's water tanks up both ways. So this customer wanted a storage box on the back. Inside here, they can put just about anything that they want to store, whether it's muddy shoes, wet clothes, stuff like that they don't want to haul inside. On the driver's side of the van, what we have is the ladder that allows you to climb up to the roof deck. On top of the roof deck, you have your air conditioning, you have your max fan. They also have 400 watts of solar, so there's 4 panels up there. You also have your shore power plug, the port that you can plug in while you're at a campground. On the side of the van, you have both of your emptying ports. Let's move into the garage area and we'll show you what's going on in there. Just like on the sliding door, we also have the bug net on the back here. You can open both of these so you can have the entire bug net down, and then you can open up this center area and still have the garage area closed off and the bed area open. So what we did in the garage area is we covered everything in a coin flooring. That coin flooring goes all the way inside of the drawer itself. On the left-hand side here, you have all of the breakers and controls for your 110 volt system. Below that, you have the master switch. This master switch completely shuts off everything in the back of the vehicle. We put in a 110 volt outlet, and we also put in a switch for your garage lights. On the other side, we put in some cargo nets. On the left-hand side is the entire electronic system that stores all of your batteries, your inverter. Along with that, along the back wall, we put an access panel. So behind that access panel are the controls for your hot water heater. We didn't like the way that the OEM doors looked, so we made some custom panels that fit inside of these. They are insulated, so it kind of moves right around with everything when the doors are closed from the inside. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or you want a brand new coastal conversion, hit us up on our email, give us a call, let us know what you think. Let's see what we can do for you. Cheers.